touchdown here in Phnom Penh, Cambodia for Game 8 around the world in 80 games.
It's that time again. It is game day here in Cambodia. We are on our way now to see Phnom Penh Crown versus Angkor Tigers FC. It is first versus third in the Cambodian Premier League, so fingers crossed it will be a good game. I have zero idea of what to expect here in terms of match day experience, in terms of food, in terms of the quality of the game itself, but that's what we're here to find out. So we're heading now, we're going to get a tuk-tuk. And yeah, fingers crossed it is a good game. And just a good experience overall.
Right, so it's in there. I just need to work out where to get a ticket. Then we're good. Alright, well there's the stadium. We've got a grass pitch here, all weather pitch here, so I seem to get a lot of use out of these facilities, even if it's not for a Premier League match every time. But we're gonna go over, I think that's the ticket booth over there, so we'll get our tickets and get sorted. I don't know what there is in the way of food or drinks here. I can see there's a little shop up at the end here, so we'll check it out. Otherwise, it's looking good. Right, they didn't have much in the way of food, but what they did have was, they had ramen, they had an egg, and they also had hot dog sandwich and Bacari sweat. So food-wise, we're sorted. I have no idea how it's going to taste though. We're going to go inside, got the ticket, and let's give it a try. Alright, we're in. They've actually taken my ticket and they've given me a hand stamp, but we're in nonetheless, so I think we just sit anywhere. We're going to go find a seat now. Alright, we're seated. Good seats as well. And it's filled up nicely. I wonder where we'll be in an hour. Time for the sandwich now though. Does not look or feel appealing. That's that good stuff. It's not great. It's edible, it's fine. It was what, $1? Tough to complain, so wouldn't order again. Not gonna lie, I've actually no idea what's properly in there. Just some vague meats and sauce. Get another anthem. It's not too full, but there's a decent crowd. And it looks like over there is where the ultras will be. They had some drums out earlier. So we'll see how much noise they make. As if on cue. Man down. And they're off. Oh! 3 minutes in, we got our first goal. What a bad start. Well, they've gone even louder now. We're back on the way. Oh. That came from absolutely nothing. First shot on target. Oh, yeah. That's their first attack. Since kickoff, that's insane. One long ball. 1 all, 10 minutes in. We have a game on our hands anyway. There we go. That one got more of a reaction. We're back. It's not, they're literally the only ones making any noise in. The rest of the stands are dead quiet, except for now. It's half time. 2-1 at the half. It's been a decent game. Crowd's been a bit subdued, but otherwise good. It was 2-1 at half time. Been a bit of a interesting game. The game itself has been entertaining, but the crowd, like in Vietnam, is really subdued. Like, very much there as spectators, not there to, you know, massively get behind the team, except for the ultras corner, the ultra section. They've been loud and they've been at it, but everyone else, yeah, is just happy to watch. They've brought their food from home, which seems to be the thing here, and they've just sat around. There's no real massive reactions to anything. Even, you know, the first goal was very early, so it was quite a subdued reaction. Second goal, definitely more of a reaction, but still, like, most people just stay sitting. And I guess when that's the energy in the crowd, that's kind of how you tend to react as well. But interesting how the second half goes. It definitely got more tense towards the end of the half. I think people are getting into it more, hopefully. So yeah, we'll see how the second half goes. Back on the way with the second half. Oh! Ah. Oh! Oh! What a save! Oh! No idea what happened there. Oh! One! Oh! Oh! That's been coming for a while. 3-1, 10 minutes to go. It's got to be it. Unless. Oh! 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 There we go, full time, 3-1. Oh, what a chance. People are clearing out of here fast. Well, there we go. That's game 7 finished. And honestly, that was really a tale of two halves. Like, the first half, yeah, we had 3 goals, but the crowd just wasn't into it. And then as the game went on through that second half, the crowd just got more and more into it. And it was good fun by the end. But yeah, there's something about the matches here, the match in Vietnam. It's a lot more spectatory, a lot more laid back. But I enjoyed it in the end. Those ultras have been going all game, to be fair to them. Even when the rest of the crowd wasn't going, they've been going. Right now, we just need to get out of here. So I'm going to try and grab a tuk-tuk, I guess, and get back to the hotel. There we go. Game 7. Crossed off. Finished. We're finished in Cambodia, football-wise. And you know what? It was a fun experience. Like, I think I was comparing it more to Vietnam in my head because they're a lot more similar than Hong Kong and previously. But it was a good time. It had to warm up. It wasn't immediately going like that, you know? And it was really kind of like a multi-purpose facility. They had the all-weather pitch, they had the natural grass pitch, and then they had the stadium. And tickets were about 12,000 riel, which is, I think, or they were 16,000 or something. So it was $3 to $4 for a ticket, which you can't complain, really. Like, the match itself was entertaining, actually, on the pitch, like lots of goals. The main thing that I noticed, I mean, at risk of repeating myself till I'm blue in the face, was it seems like there is a different fan culture slightly here and in Vietnam. But there was no sense of tension, no sense of urgency from the crowd. It felt like a lot of neutrals going to watch a show, at least for the first half. Like, there was no getting on the ref. There was no groans at mistakes or cheers and applauds at big tackles or good chances, you know? So yeah, it was interesting. And by the end of it, it was a great game. And people were invested and really enjoying it. And it peaked, it climaxed at the end, which is the best thing, really. It just would have been nicer had that started earlier. Otherwise, I went in, I checked out the shop. It's the first stadium in a while that has had a merchandise section in the stadium. And now, granted, they didn't have much. Like, they had a range of shirts and they had like football boots and stuff like that. But one thing that was really cool in the shop was they had all of their trophies on display. So all the ones they'd won in years gone by were just there in the shop. You could look at them. So I thought that was pretty cool. Overall, I'm glad it's another one checked off the list. I've compared it now to Vietnam. I'll be interested to see what the football is like in the next destination, which is Thailand. Another Southeast Asian country. Is it going to be a similar thing where the spectators feel a little bit removed, or are they just going to have a wild football culture? Because I've no idea at this stage. Like, it does feel like there's been a notable shift from East Asia coming into now Southeast Asia in how the crowd reacts to things. Not going straight to Thailand though. We'll be getting a bus up to Siem Reap before that, because you're in Cambodia, you have to go see Angkor Wat. So we'll be doing that for a few days and then a bus into Bangkok for game number 8 for Around the World in 80 games. So I'll be 10% of the way there, which feels a bit crazy, but yeah, we're trucking along. It is 5 a.m. We're about to head out now to hopefully see the sunrise at Angkor Wat and then some other temples around. So, yeah. Somebody, they are standing here. Oh, there it is. Well, there we go. Now, time to check out inside the temple. And so it's like.
Meet together with red soy plate for packing.
What a place, huh? Now, back down onto the next one. Time here in Cambodia, finished up in Siem Reap, game 7, completed, on the way now to the Giant Ibis bus terminal to get the bus to Bangkok for game 8 of Around the World in 80 Games.